Hey brother, Stuart Matola, men's relationship coach here. Hope you're having a good day. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to go from confusion to clarity in your marriage. And you may be in that place of, you're not sure if it's going to work out. You may be on the cusp of divorce, or you may be in that place of knowing things are not working for you, and you're trying to make that decision of whether you should save or leave your marriage. So I'm going to give you a tool in this video that's going to help you with this process. And it's going to be something that you can do on your own. And unlike many videos out there on YouTube, I really focus a lot on action and what can be done to get you moving forward, because it's action over information that's going to get you to where you want in your life and your marriage. So I'm going to read a passage from my book, Fixing You Is Killing Me. I'll show you the cover there. And it speaks specifically to this moment. And I talk about taking the leap. And put on my old man reading glasses here. And the leap is that place of where you've made your decision and you're ready to jump in, whether it's save or leave the marriage. So I might pause as well while I read this. It's from page 49 for anybody who does have the book. And so it says, "At the leap, I invite you to widen your lens. Look beyond the cliff into the larger landscape of what you are leaping into. Engage the fear of loss. And do not confuse the fears with who you really are." Do not confuse the fears with who you really are. Losing love or security or a married partner can feel like death. And in many ways it is. Be it the death of a tired relationship, an old you, or a life that no longer serves you. That feeling of dying inside is actually the voice of reason. And it's saying, something needs to die so that I may live. So consider that. Something needs to die so that I may live. Is that true for you? And then I talk about conscious emancipation, which is basically a way of doing divorce in a kind and loving way. And I speak about emancipation as the sense of, you're freeing each other if you are going that direction. And that's what I did with my ex-wife about 5 years ago. In conscious emancipation, we feel our primal fears but are not run by them. We engage fear so it doesn't escalate into terror. We understand that what we fear losing is often what we need to lose. And that can be an old version of a marriage that needs to be recreated. And the way we can do that is we must let the old one die first. To see things new, the old lens must be replaced. And with a new view of relational restructuring, a lot of times I'll talk about relational restructuring. Divorce is a form of that. Navigating a new marriage is a form of that. With a new view of relational restructuring, we need not fear losing the relationship itself. Instead of the daunting, who will I be without my family? I invite you to a reframe, to say, who will I be in a new familial dynamic? The reframe offers us opportunity rather than obstacle. And that's a big one. Of will I lose my family to, what will a new family dynamic look like? Who will I be in that new family dynamic? Because the family's going to continue regardless whether you stay married or not. And again, of course, that's assuming you have kids. In my own experience with clients, I've seen that if we stay focused on the emancipation we seek, again, what we're seeking to be free of, could be her bullying, her complaints, it could be just feeling disrespected. If we stay focused on what we seek to be free from and open to fierce teachings, clarity will arrive. We will know when and how to break with the old life. That voice inside of us may say, I'm done with the old ways. I am so done. Get me out of this old version of me and this marriage. Something's got to change. And when you're ready to jump to leave the old life, that is the moment. And it's very exciting in that moment when you're ready to take that leap. Insight has become so strong that you know what you need to do. You're fearless. Now I'm going to read you this ensuing passage, but instead I want to keep it short. And it's just and this is the tool. And it's a simple what you're moving away from and what you're moving towards. And so if you really want to take this into action, I want to invite you, get a column of paper, just draw a line across the top and a line down the center, moving away from on one side, actually let's say moving away from on the left and moving towards on the right. And a lot of times they inform each other. And it's really enlightening because you might do the moving away from, well, I want to be done with this arguing and fighting. Well, what that informs you? I want to move towards a fluid and loving relationship, And so so again, do your moving away from first, and then you're moving towards. And I say in this next passage of the book, what you're moving away from informs what you're moving towards. And so having this sense and getting it out of your head, getting it down on paper, helps to create clarity. And so doing this can give you and will give you a great just data point to see what's been jumbled up in your head and what your soul's really calling for, what your heart's really calling for. And it's going to help you get more clarity on whether or not you should save or leave your marriage, because you may be looking at some of these things you want to move away from and some of these things you want to move towards. And that's the moment when you get to assess, like, is this stuff possible in my relationship? What's the relational restructuring that I want to pursue? Again, divorce is a form of relational restructuring, especially if you have kids, as is working on your marriage and stopping old dynamics such as frequent arguing, lack of sex, possibility of divorce. All of that can be improved and changed through getting clarity on what you want to move towards and what you want to move away from. Hope this was helpful. If it was, please leave a comment below or like or follow me on this platform. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel to the lower right. If you're interested in getting a copy of my book, Fixing You Is Killing Me, I'll leave a link to that below. And please join me for my men's relationship tools calls on Tuesdays. I'll leave a link to that below as well. Thanks so much for watching, brother. Have a kick-ass day. Bye.